Perfect. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Right. Hello, everyone. Firstly, it's a huge honor to be here. This is such an interesting workshop, and thank you so much, everyone, for organizing this. Tamara, especially, really good to see you here, and really delighted to just be talking to you all from the UK and just to be representing Unlocked graduates. As I said, my name's Corinne, so I'm the alumni manager at Unlocked, and I'm also an alumni of the program, and I'm joined by my colleague Morgan, and we will talk through Unlocked as a recruitment and mentoring program within the UK context. So these are the things we'll just go over briefly in the session. We'll just give some context and background to the English and Welsh prison system, what Unlocked's purpose is, what our program looks like, and I'll then hand over to Morgan, who has also been a participant on our program and now works for us as one of our mentors. So I'll just go over some stats in the UK so far. Sadly, they are pretty bleak. We have the highest prison population in Western Europe. And it's been well documented on the news recently that England and Wales has had some real major prison capacity issues. It's been so bad that the government have actually looked at the idea of potentially renting prison spaces in Estonia to house British prisoners. We have also had to release prisoners early, those that have served up to 40% of their sentences for specific offences, just to be able to free up more space. Our rates of reoffending are incredibly high, creating huge costs to society. We're seeing nearly half of adults reoffend within a year of release, which simply shows that the system is very broken and isn't working. There is also a real over-representation of ethnic minorities in the prison population too, and there's also a lack of diversity in our prison officer workforce. So what is Unlocked? So our program was actually born out of the Coates Review into Prison Education in 2016. So this review found that education can be so important to supporting with prisoner rehabilitation, but it found that there were so many barriers and disruptions to prison education within establishments, and that prisoners do not have an equal access to an education department or to a teacher within a prison. What the review did also find was that the only person that could truly, really access every prisoner in an establishment was the prison officer. So this, coupled with research from academic Alison Liebling, whose research states that a prison officer who uses their power well can dramatically help support with prisoner rehabilitation. So this led to the recommendation from that review of launching a new program aimed at diversing the prison officer workforce by recruiting university graduates to work as frontline prison officers. So thus Unlocked was born, and we recruited our first cohort of graduates in 2017. So becoming a prison officer hasn't previously been like a traditional career pathway from those that have gone to university in the UK. And the role has actually had negative connotations to being a guard or a turnkey. And there's a real lack of understanding in this space about what a prison officer actually does. So Unlocked has been able to change this. It's really worked hard on developing a sense of mission by working to change the perception of the prison officer role. So our mission is to develop outstanding leaders to break cycles of reoffending in prisons and throughout society. So a lot of university students have said that they're really attracted to the sense of mission and having impact in their work. They like the way we're able to articulate the impact an officer can have, and there is a real sense of uniqueness and challenge of working in a prison environment. They also feel that they would be developing their leadership skills, and because we are a charity, there is a sense of separation from government because we really try and encourage to challenge the status quo and make things better within their prisons. I wanted to just show you a quick video of one of our recruitment campaigns. This is what we've done to attract some of our officers.
Has it got audio?
Yeah, the video is not working for me properly.
Is your audio not working? That's fine, don't worry, I can skip
No.
that.
I would really love to hear it though.
It's a great video. I will find it now whilst you're talking, because I know it very well and it's great. So I'm going to put it in the chat and I'll send it across as well.
Thank you. This is our application process. So there's 5 stages. So within that, there's an online judgment activity on different scenarios and how people would react to things in a prison. They then have to do a written application on their motivations to be a prison officer. And then we do an assessment centre. So there's a range of different activities there that we do. And then people are given a conditional offer. So then after that, you then have to do a fitness test and then you're vetted to see if you're able to work in your establishment. So why would people choose to work for Unlocked rather than going through the regular prison officer route? So in terms of our benefits, we actually offer a fully funded master's degree. So we offer an MSc in leadership and custodial environments. So you do this master's full time alongside your role, and this helps with your leadership development. So people come together every month as part of a big lecture day, and then they go over how they're performing in their prison and things that they can implement from the master's. You also have an experienced prison officer mentor. So you meet your mentor regularly and they support you over your 2 years. Within the 2 years, you also get to do a 2-week work placement at one of our hundreds of partner organizations during the program in places such as KPMG or the Ministry of Justice. So you're able to show you transferring your skills into different sectors. We also offer a funding pot if you would like to launch your own projects within your prison. And then when you finish, you're then part of a larger alumni network once you complete the program. So the program is also 2 years because there's a sense of not having a long-term commitment to working as a prison officer role, because there's a lot of research that shows a lot of people want to be changing careers quite regularly. But however, we have seen a lot of people remain as frontline officers, which I'll go into toward the end. As within this role, you do get paid. You're the same grade as everyone else. There's no fast track here. You're literally just working as a frontline band 3 prison officer. And we do place in prisons of cohorts of 6 to 8 people. This just is a brief overview of what the 2 years looks like. So we bring people together for 5 weeks for their training in the summer. We recruit between 100 to 120 people each year. So everyone is all together for those 5 weeks. You then have your mentor for the 2 years, doing this alongside your master's degree. At the end of your master's degree, you actually do a research project, which you can do on anything within your prison, which you think could help improve it in any way. And then towards the end of the program, we look at your future and we try and support you with whatever route you'd like to go down next. I'm just going to skip this because the YouTube video is not working. So after the 2 years, as I said, people can choose to leave or stay, although we do say whatever happens, becoming part of Unlocked is a lifelong commitment. And we call you ambassadors of the program because we feel the word alumni is a bit of an endpoint. So we want whatever people do next is to champion the mission of breaking cycles of reoffending wherever they go. So we currently have 457 ambassadors that have completed the Unlocked program. 40% of the majority still work on the front line. 20% work in prison policy and 12% work for prison charities. And the vast majority are actually still involved within prisons, whether it be in a volunteering capacity as well. And I'm now going to hand over to Morgan, who will just talk a bit more about